Hello, everyone. This is Rich Bernstein from Mars Venus Coaching again. I hope you're all doing well. Listen, this is a brand new podcast about the power of the Mars Venus program. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you really get a lot of value out of it because it's amazing. I also want to make note of that we have had for the last 2 years a COVID discount of 50% off. That discount actually expires on December 31st. We go back to our old pricing, which is 5,600, not the 2,800. So take advantage of that. Enjoy the podcast, and I hope to see you on our team. Welcome you all to Mars Venus. Whether you join us or not, at least now you know about us. And so today's intention is to tell you a little bit about who we are, what we do, how we do it, how we're different than any other coaching school in the world. We're very proud of what we've created around the world with more than 600 coaches in more than 40 countries. We're very proud of that. We are not the kind of organization where you take the classes, you get certified, and you're on your own. Bye-bye. We're not just a school. What we are truly is a family. So we support each other. We're on support groups. I'm going to be telling you all about that. John Gray is on our monthly calls with us. So it's really a family that's working together to change the world one relationship at a time. So I want to welcome you guys to join us in that mission of changing the world one relationship at a time. So the first thing, I want to welcome you to Mars Venus Coaching. And I don't know if you guys know John Gray or his work. I hope you do. If you don't, I advise you to go on to YouTube and watch his videos or his Facebook, because literally he has so much relevant content, not just about relationships, but gender intelligence is one of the things that separates us from every other coaching school. You're going to learn what other coaches learn, but more importantly, you're going to learn gender intelligence. John Gray has actually written 23 books. A lot of people only know that original book, Men Are From Mars, but he's written every single year for the past 23 years. He's written an amazing book. And if you haven't seen the newest one, it's called Beyond Mars and Venus. I would write that down, get that book or the Audible and listen to it, because it brings all of his principles to the relevant time of today. How does it apply to today? So I think that's really important that we stay on the cutting edge. And John has been so good about looking at what's going on in the world, whether it's COVID or politics or economy or whatever is going on around the world. He wants to bring the relationship and the gender intelligence part into that topic. So every year you can look for a new book from John. If you don't know anything about coaching, it happens to be the second fastest growing industry in the world behind IT. We all know IT is the wave of the future, especially, intellectual property and all that kind of stuff. But the real fastest growing industry other than IT is coaching. And you probably wonder, why would that be? I think more and more people are understanding what a coach is, what a coach does. We don't just hold hands and sing kumbaya and everybody's happy and motivate people and get them excited. We actually define coaching at Mars Venus as three things: clarity, planning, and accountability. What we do as coaches, and this is the system that you would learn if you became a Mars Venus coach, is how do we bring a client clarity? And we have tools for doing that, because you cannot have something if you don't know what it looks like. I get all the time from clients, oh, Rich, I want to have an amazing relationship with my wife or my husband. Okay, tell me what that looks like. I don't know, amazing. And I say, no, I don't know amazing. I don't know amazing to you. I know amazing to me. And so people really don't have clarity. And so that's the first step in coaching, is bringing people clarity. Then once you know where you are and where you want to go, now we have a tool that we craft a custom plan of how to get from here to there. And the third step in coaching is accountability. Getting them to do what they said they were going to do every single week to move them from point A to point B, and then point B to point C, and then C to D, and so on. That is coaching the way we do it at Mars Venus. It is not like some coaching schools teach where it's just what's going on this week. What's the flavor of the week? Well, let's just complain about your husband or your wife or your job or your kids or your health. Let's do something about it. Let's have clarity of where you want to go. Let's put a plan together and let's hold you accountable to doing it every day. That's the Mars Venus way of coaching. So keep that in mind. Now, before I get into this, I'd like to have a little fun with you guys before I get into the program and what it is. And so I've asked my representative in the Middle East, Summer. You'll get to know Summer if you join us. Hi. She's in charge of all of our support groups and connecting all the coaches together. So Summer, I would love for you to have a little fun with them and show them a little gender intelligence.
Yes, I will be happy to do that. So I want you to pick up your phones, either scan the QR code or go to www.menti.com and put the code. As soon as you are in, just hit the heart. So I know that you are in.
I'm going to do it too. So hold on one second. We take a picture of this. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I have two people now. They are in.
I'm in. I pushed the heart, right?
Yeah, I see. I've seen your heart.
You got my heart. Good. Okay, we got 4 of us in.
Okay, 5.
I'm on the phone, so how do I manage that then? You said
just go to your camera, stay on Zoom, just go to your camera and take a picture of that.
My phone is my device, so I can't take a picture of my phone with my phone. What's the website again?
The website, it's www.menti.com. And the code is, tell me when you need the code. I will tell you the code.
1 second. Let me get to www.menti.
With us for until now. Come on, we are 16.
Am I in? Enter code. What's the code?
88963611.
636.
We're going to give you a little bit of a gender intelligence quiz. See how gender intelligent you already are, and you may be.
Okay, so we are at 8. Let's start. 9. That's amazing. Okay, and the first question is, you can see it on your phone. Which gender stops talking when they are mad and give their partner the silent treatment? So until now, we have 5 participants. 50% says it's male and 43%. Oh, now it's 50-50. Nice.
Ooh, hey, George, no cheating off of Marta.
And the correct answer is
Males.
Ooh.
it's the female.
No way.
And you're going to learn why at Mars Venus.
Yes, yes.
Great question, Summer.
So now the second question. Which gender uses 2,500 words in conversation through the day?
I have a different question on my
you can refresh your phone so you see that.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. It works now. Okay.
Yeah.
Which gender uses?
Ooh.
So, okay, 60% female, 50-50 now, 50-50. Okay, 57. 57. Oh,
Ooh.
now the female is going up.
Love it. Ooh,
Okay.
there goes male. That must have been George.
And the correct answer is, wait for it. It's males.
Yes.
Okay, so next question.
How many words is it for women then?
Triple.
You'll see. You'll see. Good question, Martha.
6,000. 6,000.
Ah, good job,
Oh.
Stephanie. You know John's work.
So during stress, which gender wants to communicate more and talk things through?
Uh-huh.
So we have until now 100% female. Okay,
That's an easy one.
that's an easy one.
This is so
And the correct
unbelievable.
answer is definitely bravo. You got that
100%.
right.
Good
This is
job.
insane. No wonder
We
why
have a good
so many
class.
problems.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, so the next question. When this
Ooh.
gender partner comes home, leave them alone. Do not ask questions.
Mm.
Another
Okay.
easy one.
Not for everyone, George.
We have 88% for male and 13% for female. One more answer. And
Oh,
the
there you go.
correct answer is definitely male.
Yeah, good job.
That's
Same
good.
time.
And you're going to find out why. These are not just we're telling you what happens. You're going to find out why this happens, the way the female brain is actually wired differently than the man. Very important. Oh, George, this will be easy for you now.
Yeah, I think they will nail this
Yeah,
one.
for everyone. Yeah.
And Stephanie, for sure. Stephanie, you knew this already.
Okay, 2 more to answer. We have only 7 answered.
Okay.
And the correct answer, definitely female. Bravo. Oh, we had 1 male. Okay. No, the correct answer is a female.
Definitely.
Okay. Next question. During stress, which gender wants to stop talking, cool off, and think things through? Okay. 13% female, 88% male. And the correct answer is, yes, definitely. It's males who wants to do that. Next question. During conversation, this gender wants to get to the point.
Mm-hmm.
So 100% male, 1 more answer, and 11% female, and the correct answer is definitely male.
Definitely. And we're going to talk about why. These are parts of the brain. So I hope you guys had fun doing that, because this is our specialty. Everything that you would normally learn in coaching is fine. What you're going to learn here is coaching and gender intelligence, because we believe if you're going to be a coach, you need to coach a man differently than a woman. No question about it. You need to teach men why their partner is doing what she's doing so that they understand it and their stress level will go down. You need to teach a woman why he does what he does and then teach him why she does what she does. And then we understand, wow, that makes a real difference for me to understand why she acts like that. And before I became a Mars Venus coach, trust me, this changed my marriage. I'm proud to say I've been married 31 years. When I met John, I was married about 14. I'm not sure I would have made it if I didn't understand all of this.
Huh.
It really made a difference. So we talked about the global movement in coaching. Let's talk about what we do at Mars Venus. We have a proven business model that we're going to teach all of our licensees. And it starts with, you're not just a coach, you actually have a coaching business. We're very proud of the team that we've amassed. These are all the points we're going to talk about. We have our products and services. We're going to show you everything that we sell to people as a coach, whether it's in one-on-one coaching, group coaching, workshops, classes, trainings, everything. Our training is world-class. And I have some coaches on this call to attest to that and tell you a little bit about their experiences. The support is unrivaled. Like I said before, you don't just get a support call. You're in group calls with coaches. We have WhatsApp groups. We have social media groups. We have calls with John Gray himself every month. We have calls with me every month, specifically around growing the business. We have a proven system of how to get clients. All you have to do is follow that. The knowledge base you're going to learn will not only change the lives of your clients, I promise you it'll change your life as well. Every single coach has told us the effect it's had on their life. So we believe being a coach is walking the talk. So you have now control on your life, on your time, on your money, on everything that you do. Because at Mars Venus, like I said earlier, we're all about relationships. But a lot of people don't realize that we actually have a relationship with time. We actually have a relationship with money, not just with people and partners, but everything in our life is you have a relationship with that, and how you manage that relationship will dictate your success. We're going to talk about the investment. We're going to talk about the success formula and actually making a difference in the world. As I said, changing the world one relationship at a time is what our mission is, because John is only one guy. So we're going to go through all these aspects in a minute. And I do want to tell you, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to raise your hand on Zoom. I can call on you, or just jump right in. You know, men have a tendency of jumping right in. Don't ask permission, the men on the call, specifically George. I know he's going to have some questions. So we always want to compare ourselves with a Mars Venus license and doing coaching on your own, just going to a school and going out on your own. When you're at Mars Venus, you're not alone. That's the main thing. We've pre-packaged our seminars, our workshops, everything that we do. So all you really need to do is plug and play. The brand recognition is undeniable. 98% of people on the planet Earth actually recognize the brand. And when you associate yourself with the brand, it gives you instant credibility. The way we as Mars Venus coaches introduce ourselves is we are gender intelligent Mars Venus coaches. When you say that to somebody, their eyebrows go up. They go, wait, what? Not, oh, I'm a life coach. Oh, okay, you're one of those. When we say I'm a gender intelligent Mars Venus coach, like I said, you get their attention. Doing it on your own is very difficult. Trying to create your own content, your own materials, your own marketing. We have a proven system just to follow and get you clients. So that's the difference that I like to point out between the two. We're going to provide you with a solid platform, not just in coaching. That's another thing that a lot of coaching schools just teach you how to coach. We want to teach you how to market, how to sell, how to coach, how to do workshops, the whole system. That's why it's a 12-week program, and we're going to get into that. It's all turnkey. Everything is just plug and play, and you get the credibility for doing that. Please, if you're going to be a coach, don't reinvent the wheel. That's a really difficult thing to do. Why reinvent the wheel when you can just plug it in and play? Any questions so far? Okay, good. John Gray has sold over 50 million books in over 150 countries. We're very proud of that. We even have translators that are translating his books into so many different languages. And we want you to have the advantage of not only the brand, the prior success, the global team, because in my opinion, the biggest asset of Mars Venus is the team. And a lot of them are on here. You can leverage off of their success, which to us is very powerful. You're carrying our brand. We want to make sure you're successful. So we want you to share in the success we've had around the world. And if you are already a coach, this comes in handy as well, because we're going to take your coaching practice to the next level. So we're real proud of that. So what is the investment? How does it work? What is the license? Just to be clear, We are not a franchise. You're not buying a franchise where you have to send us a percent of your income or your revenue. We don't do any of that. If you want to build Mars Venus to 2 clients, we're going to help you do that. If you want to build it to 22 clients, we'll help you do that. Whatever level you want to be is what we're going to help you grow. So we don't tell you how much you have to grow. So let's talk about the license and the fees. The training fee for the last 15 years has been $5,600 US. When COVID hit about a year and a half ago, we had so many inquiries because so many people are now online and so many people are attending workshops and seminars and they really need the help, that John Gray said, I want to make it more affordable for these people. And he literally cut it in half. Right now, the training fee is only $2,800. And that not only includes the training and the certification, but it includes your email address, your website, where you're going to get your own Mars Venus website. You're going to be part of our global community, all of your materials, everything is $2,800 now. So this is a really good time to do it. Now, back 15 years ago, when we started this, the lawyers told John Gray, and none of us like lawyers, right? We just don't like them, even though I am one, that the lawyer said to John, you cannot give people a legal license to use your brand, to use your logos, all your content, your workshops, your materials. You can't give that away for free. You must legally get at least some monetary consideration. And just so you know who John Gray is, he said, okay, Mr. Lawyer, make it $1. Your license fee to be a Mars Venus coach is $1 per year. That's amazing to me because it's worth so much more. Now, the monthly support fees, just so you know, if at the end of the 3 months of training, the 12 weeks, and I'm going to tell you everything about the training in a minute, if you want us to coach you, meaning you get a one-on-one call, 1 hour a week with one of our amazing coaches around the world that has already done this very successfully, that's only $250 a month. It's optional, but I do recommend new coaches should do it for at least 3 or 4 months. Get a workshop going, get some clients, get your momentum, get your marketing running. They'll hold your hand through that process. And if you want to stop after that, it's up to you. But this is an optional fee if you want us to coach you one-on-one. So there's the only fees we have: the training, the license, and your support if you want it. So your financial model is, these are some of the products and services you would be selling: one-on-one coaching, workshops, seminars, group coaching, e-classes. We're going to talk about much more. And your only expenses are, if you do that monthly optional fee, the $250 is deducted. Any operational overhead, or if you do social media or you spend a little money, and then once a year, hopefully after COVID is over, we always meet in Dubai, in Cairo, in Saudi, somewhere in Europe, and we all get together, all the coaches, and we do advanced training. If you subtract that, everything is yours. You do not send us a percent of what you make from clients. We're very proud of this financial model.
Rich, I have a question.
Please.
In the process of coaching somebody, are we starting everything online? Is there a point where we meet the individual, or is that part of the?
That's a really good question. And that 100% depends on you, because when I first started as a coach, I was not international. I was here locally in Las Vegas. And so every client I had was local. I'd go to their office or they'd come to my office. But now with COVID, I do 100% on Zoom, 100%.
Okay. So the whole world is our market, basically?
You
bet. No territories?
No territories. You get a license for the world. And that's another thing that COVID did for us. It not only opened up the market for the whole world, but now they're doing workshops and seminars through social media and not trying to narrow it down where people have to get in a car and drive to your workshop or seminar. They just, in the comfort of their home, log in. So it opened up the whole world for coaches.
Right. Everybody had to use Zoom at one point now in the recent past. Cool.
Well, I have some that I'm using Skype. I have a few, they're older people. If you guys don't know what Skype is, that's what we used to use before Zoom. And some people use, different methods, Team, there's Google Meet, things like that. It's completely up to you.
Okay.
So these are some of the things that we provide. Jonathan, thank you for that question. The
That's
world is open to you, just so you know. There's no territories.
Z.
You're going to learn the entire Mars Venus life coaching process, from how do I market for a client? How do I sell a client? How do I do the coaching? How do I employ the gender intelligence? All of this is critical, and we're always improving that. So for example, we're in the works of doing new workshops right now around John's newest work. So all of our intellectual property is yours. You're actually buying the intellectual property, so you can use it all the time. There's not a restriction. As long as you pay that $1 every year, it's all access to you.
Rich,
Sure.
it's sort of, I'm not sure if you thought it was Jonathan. Was that a test? I'm not quite
Oh,
sure.
sorry. Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
Test.
I'm not sure if I needed the acknowledgement either. So I'm second guessing myself. Question, the workshop, once a week for 12 weeks, that's it? Or is it multiple
Well,
times?
I'll tell you that in a second when we get to the 12-week
Okay.
training. I'll show you how that works. But I also want you to know, and I'm going to say it again, because to me, the most valuable asset we have is our network of coaches. And you have access to all of them. To me, if you want to get into any business, let alone coaching, why would you do it alone? To have partners in with you, telling you, this is what I did, this works, that doesn't work, don't do that. What are you thinking? Oh, that's great. We do it all day with our amazing coaches around the world. And to me, that's one of the most powerful assets we have. Now, I want to talk about the workshops for a second. We have taken 8 of John's most popular books and converted them into a workshop for you guys. So here is, for example, the original book, Men Are From Mars. We call it Secrets of Successful Relationships. This is a full day workshop that actually teaches people how to have a successful relationship. It's an amazing workshop. Here's another one, Mars Venus on a Date, the 5 stages of dating. A lot of people do not know that you go through phases as you're dating someone. And there are phases where a man and a woman act oppositely. And then the woman gets up, why is he acting like that? And the man's confused. Why is she chasing me? Because you're in phase 2 of the dating process. Or starting over, those that have had death or divorce. How do they heal before they get into a new relationship? A really popular one is Children Are From Heaven. It's a positive parenting workshop. Another one, How to Get What You Want at Work. My favorite, however, is because of everything going on around the world, not just with COVID, but politically, economically, everything going on, how men and women cope with stress differently. This book is called Why Mars and Venus Collide. And it saved my marriage, this book. I'm not kidding you, because I went, oh, she's not crazy. She's just a woman. I realized that. I wanted to choke her. Now I understand that's how women act, because of the way their brain is wired differently than ours. And we're going to get into all of that. And the reason we teach you this workshop, and I want you to listen very carefully. Nowadays, for you to go into the world, whether you're a Mars Venus coach or any other coach, just a regular normal coach, not an elite coach, it's very difficult to market yourself in the world, in the sea of coaches that are out there. What we teach you at Mars Venus, do not market yourself. Market for a Mars Venus workshop. It's not only people will come to it because of the brand and because of the topic, but it's a lot easier for them to just sit behind their computer and attend a workshop. Do you know what happens when you conduct a workshop? You have credibility now. They see you in action. You have relatability. They like you. Well, I don't know, George, but they're going to like Marta. I don't know about George, but they're going to like you. They're going to relate to you. And now they're going to want to work with you. And our system is, after you do a workshop, you give everybody that attended the workshop a complimentary session with you one-on-one. And we teach you how to make that session so powerful that now they want to work with you. Then you offer your 3 program options. So they get to taste your credibility and then taste what a coaching session feels like. And now you make your offer. Here are my 3 program options. We can work together twice a month. We can work together every week, or we can work together twice a week. How do you want to work together? It's a very, very effective process of acquiring clients. What our investment provides. Remember, I said that not only are you going to get an email and you're going to get a website and all of that, but I do want to show you something. I'm going to stop sharing for a second, and I'm going to go to Mars Venus Coaching, and I want to share my new screen with you. You guys are welcome to check this out later. But here is, tell me when you can see the Mars Venus website. This is our main website.
Yeah.
And on the very top here, about, reviews, join, find. If I click this find button, give it a second, you can see we have coaches literally all around the world. And you're going to be put here on this map because from the corporate perspective, I get calls and emails every day on, can you find a coach in my area? And then underneath that is a list of every coach around the world and where are they? What's their email? What's their website? So that they can contact you. Because John Gray himself, every time he does Facebook and YouTube and all of his interviews, he's saying, if you guys want a complimentary session, talk to one of my coaches. Every time he does a talk, I get calls and I say, coaches, here's some more people that want to talk to you. And then all you do is that one session and then show them your program options. This is a very effective marketing strategy as well. So you will be on that map with us. Now let me go back to the PowerPoint. Let me just share. Hold on. Okay. So that's what I was saying earlier, is that's one of the things that we provide. If you guys can still see my screen, is not only your own website and your own, email, you get a bio and a contact page on our website. You have access to what we call the back end, the members area. So if you join us, the first thing we're going to do in a pre-training class is we're going to log you into the back end. You'll have your own username and password and the whole curriculum, all the videos, all the classes, all the manuals, everything is there. And that's your access. Our monthly worldwide calls with John. These are amazing. I just sit back and listen to John talk for 2 or 3 or 4 hours. And it's so much content. And if you can't make one of those calls, every one of them is recorded and posted in that members area. So when you log in, you can watch the last call, or you can sit through the 4 hours with me and the other coaches. It's your choice. And we're always doing research and development. You're going to learn skills that'll stay with you for the rest of your life. The manuals, I don't want to overwhelm anybody, but we have 18 manuals. They're all in the members area and they're all for the different, every workshop has a manual. Every workshop has presenters notes and handouts and workbooks and everything that you use to make you look credible. Why reinvent the wheel? Let me say that again, Zorab, for you. All the presentations are there. And training videos. Nice. By the way, every class you take is recorded and posted there as well. So if you go, wait, I want to listen to that class again.
Yes.
Pre-training. If you want to join us, and our next class, by the way, if you want to write this down, is February 28th. It's in about 2 weeks from now. If you want to join us, you cannot call me on February 27th and say, I want to join. We actually spend time pre-training you, meaning we send you manuals, you read those, then we have a pre-training class. Once you attend that pre-training class, we give you a homework assignment of watching a series of videos that John has created to get you ready for the course itself. So that's very important that you don't just join. We want to prepare you for what you're going to learn. Then let's talk about the 12 weeks. Zorab, this is what you brought up. The
Okay.
12 weeks itself, and if you want to write this down, I recommend it. It's 1 hour a week live. And then 2 to 3 hours a week watching videos, doing your homework, reading manuals. You'll actually have homework assignments at the end of every single class. So you attend the 1 hour live. That's usually with me and other trainers, other coaches. You're going to have coaches from around the world. You take that 1 hour class and then you do your homework. You have 1 week to complete the 3 or 4 videos, the pieces of the manual, and actually filling out forms, because we're going to take you personally through the same process that we take a client through. We don't want you to just learn it. We want you to feel it. And that 12 weeks consists of 4 parts: gender intelligent coaching, workshops, sales, and marketing. So we're going to actually teach you the whole business model in 3 months. The 12 weeks is a 3-month process. So first we teach you gender intelligent coaching. Then we're going to teach you how to do the workshops. Then we're going to teach you how to sell coaching, because that's what's very important. You could be a great coach, but if you don't know how to sell it, you will not have clients. And one of the most important things in selling coaching is that you do not sell coaching. At Mars Venus, we coach people to want to be coached. The best way is to actually give them a mini coaching session, let them feel it, and then set up a call with you. Don't try to sell it. Don't try to explain it. Don't try to convince them of anything. Just let them feel it. We at Mars Venus do not sell coaching. We attract clients. So you're going to learn this process, how to sell it. And then, of course, we're going to teach you how to market using social media, using so many different methods of literally how to get clients. And so, Summer,
Yes.
I think you have another mentee for them right now.
Yes, I have one more little mentee.
Let's have a little fun with that then. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop sharing.
Yeah, so we will go back to a Mentimeter. You can scan the barcode or the QR code, or you can go into www.menti.com and use the same code. So we have 4 people, and keep sending me these hearts. I love the hearts. So honestly, here, I want to ask you one question: is how do you get clients? Let's start now.
Yes, Stephanie, I'll answer your question in a minute, as soon as she's done. Thank you for that. So how do we get clients?
Yeah, just write down for me, how do you get clients?
Oh,
One word. Okay. Prayer, attract.
How do I type?
Oh, more people saying attract. Wow.
mhm.
I
I like
I don't
prayer.
know.
The coach.
How do you
Yay! Marketing.
Ooh, whoever said that, I love you already. You should be a Mars Venus coach. Good job. Somebody was listening. Give free sessions. I love that as well.
Yeah.
I was
Perfect.
gonna say,
Yes,
Dora?
please.
yeah, I was gonna say
Workshop.
timing.
How can
Gotta be out there.
Hmm?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Great. Great. Okay, and don't worry, those that are typing in questions, Stephanie, Claudia, this is fine. I just want to make sure you will have an opportunity to ask questions at the end. And yes, Jonathan, I will email this to you at the end. I'll email to everybody so you can listen again. Not a problem.
So let's find out.
Let's find out. Okay, so let me share my screen and let's find out. Remember I said earlier that we do not try to sell or convince people to be a client. What we do is we're going to teach you 10 different ways to fill a free seminar. We use things what are called strategic alliances. This is very important. There's a lot of businesses out there that have the same client base that you're looking for. So we literally market to them to put on a free workshop for their clients. And they love it. It's a value add for them to give more value to their clients. And then they become clients of yours. Host beneficiaries, we'll talk about kind of events that can be hosted. Networking, we actually teach you a system of networking. Speaking engagements, where you're invited to speak somewhere else just because you're a gender intelligent Mars Venus coach. Direct mail, we teach you how to do that. Flyers, we've created all of them for you. So you don't even have to create your own flyers. You just put in your name, your date, your venue, your Zoom link, off you go. Social media, this is a big one. We have some really amazing coaches that have mastered social media, and one of them's on this call right now. I'm looking right at her. She's an amazing social media gal, and she will teach you exactly step by step what to do to not only get followers, to get people to attend your workshop. What value can we give them in social media? Referrals is a big one. I will promise you within 1 year, you start getting referrals from your existing clients. And of course, PR, and then your website that we created for you. Every Mars Venus coach gets a website. And then they attend the free workshop or seminar. And then we take them through a process where we give them the complimentary session. Then we do what's called a diagnostic, and then they become a client. This process is extremely effective. And therefore, you don't have to go out in the world and try to market yourself as I'm an amazing coach in a sea of coaches. Because we don't want you to do that as a Mars Venus coach. We want you to follow a system that actually not only gets them to want to buy it, but it leverages your time. You can have 10, 12, 15 people in a workshop. And I just want to say that we don't invite 40 or 50. These are small, intimate workshops where we have 10, 12, 8, 14, just small groups, because the more connected you are, out of one workshop, you can get 3, 4, 5, 6 clients. That leverages your time. So this is what's very important, is positioning yourself in the marketplace. As I said earlier, we have a step-by-step sales process, and there's 2 systems we want to teach you other than coaching, is not only how to get a client, but at Mars Venus, we want you to keep that client long-term. Most of my clients have been with me 4 and 5 and 6 years, because once you have a coach in your life, I want to always have a coach in my life. I love the clarity my coach brings, the planning, the accountability. He calls me out. He praises me when I did well. That's a different relationship than I have with my wife and my family. He's my coach. He knows me well. And so I love that relationship. We want to teach you client acquisition and client retention. And just so you know, in our statistics at Mars Venus, around our 600 coaches, the average client stays 11 months. 11. That's just average across the board. Some stay many years, some might stay 3, 4, 5, 6 months, but the average at Mars Venus is 11. So I would like to take a minute, because I get a lot of really, really good feedback from the coaches, but I'd like to take a minute to introduce you to a few of our coaches. And if they could say just a few minutes about your experience at Mars Venus. And I know a lot of you look at it differently, what experience you've had with Mars Venus. Maybe Reem, I could start with you.
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
My name is Reem. I live in Egypt, and I'm from Yemen. I'm a Mars Venus master coach and corporate trainer now. The most amazing part in Mars Venus that really changed my life is the business module. Because when I registered for Mars Venus, the one thing I'm thinking, okay, yes, we're gonna have the coaching, the gender intelligent, everything. I found, yeah, gender intelligent is different. We don't find it anywhere. But coaching, there are many schools we can get clients. But when Rich talked to me and I talked to other coaches, they explained to me how we have sales, we have marketing, we have the workshops, we have everything. We have a system that works beautifully and you really will get a client. At the beginning, it was like, how am I gonna get a client? And I market for my first workshop. It was the stress workshop. And I market for it just for friends, relatives, their friends. And I got my first client, and she is my client for now 3 years, maybe. She is still my client. Yeah, from that first workshop. And I'm telling you, I was not amazing. I was shaking. I was nervous, but it was amazing. And I always tell Rich, if I use the system and I follow the system, I go marketing, workshops, sales, the pre-diags, the diags, everything you're gonna learn, you will get a client, definitely. You just need to have the time and put it in your calendar, but you will get a client. Excellent. Yeah, that's the most amazing thing.
Thank you, Reem. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So what she's saying is the system. Don't learn the system and then do something different. I'd like to introduce you to my favorite coach in Dubai, Khaled. Hi, Khaled.
Hey, Rich. Hi, everybody. Good to be here. I can tell you guys for sure something. I've been in this field for over 10 years, to be honest. I've taken all the certifications under the sun. I've went left, right, and center, but none of these, can we say, coaching schools taught me sales and marketing, how to get a client, how to keep a client, and on top of all that, how to have a community. I have a community that whenever I need something, getting on a TV interview, I picked up the phone on somebody and they gave me exactly what to do. There's always support, and I've never met any community on the planet that's like this. And on top of all that, the system works. You have a great brand that is international behind your back. I wish I could find somebody on this planet that can tell me the same thing. Most of the trainings, they just give you the trainings and off you go. Go train, go do your thing. But no, here we have a family, and I'm very, very proud. So glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Khaled. Amira, are you still with us?
Yes, Rich.
Amira, please tell them about you, because you're one of my favorite coaches in the world.
Thank you, Rich. So I have been a Mars Venus coach for 5 years now, and I can see how Mars Venus impacted my life personally and professionally. I can remember now when I started coaching, when I had like missing calendars and I didn't have time management, and I have learned how can I do my calendar tightly and schedule everything on my calendar, make the balance, do have a family time, friends time, me time, everything time on my calendar, so I can maintain a balanced life. And also I can see how Mars Venus impacted me, my relationship with my kids, when I learned how to deal with my girl and my boys and how they are different. Also learning about marketing and how can we do structured program. As I used to tell Rich every time I use Mars Venus program with one of my clients, they would say, we love this structured program. It's very well structured program. And now when I'm studying psychosexual and couple therapy, we have this kind of formation of how can we set the scene for the clients. So I told them, already I have this session in Mars Venus called positioning session, and we already set the scene for our clients and do guidance for the clients and how can they know the process and how can we go through the process together. So really after reading a lot of books and going through a lot of programs, I recognize that already we have it all in Mars Venus. And they really love to introduce Mars Venus as its program of coaching based on therapy. It's not about coaching only. Especially, we have this, my favorite tool, emotional blocks tool, which is my favorite one. It's my magic tool, actually. And I'm using it in my sessions. I'm using it in my workshops, giving kind of starting over or one-day relationship, how this tool can deal with the emotional blocks, or how can we vent it out and deal with our painful emotions and release it so we can bond again with our beloved ones. So I can see the value of Mars Venus program. I know that maybe people on the call would say I'm biased to Mars Venus. Maybe I'm biased. But even if I'm biased, this happened only because I'm in community of coaches from all over the world, from different schools of coaching. And every time when we discuss about coaching schools, I never be amazed of any school, but they would be amazed of our content, our tools we have in Mars Venus. It seems very simple, yet it's very powerful. And that's why I say to Rich, we need to tell people around the world about Mars Venus so they can know that we have this quality in our school before they would decide which school they would choose. So my beloved Mars Venus, I can see how it changed my life, and I hope it would change your life too. Thank you.
And thank you, Amir. I really appreciate the words and how you feel about the company. I do want to bring up one thing you said that I did not talk about. Is one thing that's great about being part of John Gray is that John was a therapist for 35 years. And so he shares with us some really good techniques. And that is one of them that she brought up, is how to remove emotional blocks. Because you're going to find as you coach a client, as they move through the process of success, suddenly blocks appear. Things like resentment, procrastination, perfectionism, guilt, jealousy. These all get in the way of all of us of being successful. And John has created a 3-part system that's proprietary to Mars Venus. You will not learn this in any other coaching school, is how to remove an emotional block so your client can continue moving forward. Now, I always save the best for last. Summer, tell us about your experience.
Okay, hi again. My name is Summer Shwell. I'm from Saudi Arabia. And I'm master coach, a corporate trainer. Honestly, my background, I came from the banking industry, so I come from big corporates. And when I came to Mars Venus, I was working on my dream job. Now in Mars and Venus, I am living my dream job.
I love it.
So coming from a big corporate, being with so many people, this is something I didn't miss, because we have a support team. We have a community. We have a 360 perspective on everything in every discussion. So whenever we went in the WhatsApp group and put a topic there. The discussion comes from different backgrounds, different ethics, different ethnics. So you have a 360 clarity about this topic. And this is amazing. You can see us on social media, connecting together, connecting with John every month, talking about coaching, talking about gender intelligence, to get to connecting with you on a monthly basis, Rich. That give us a lot of support on our businesses and how we do business and conduct our sales or train our customers. All of that support, you cannot find it anywhere else, honestly, because
thank you.
Our success is the success of everybody. And together we are changing the world one relationship at a time.
Beautiful. Well said. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So let's wrap this up, and then I'm going to open it up to questions. And then if you're interested, please take out paper and pencil, because I want to give you a couple very important dates. And Stephanie, you had asked. The classes begin on February 28th at 9 a.m. my time, Pacific time. So 9 would be your 12 in Miami. 9 would be 7 in Cairo, in Egypt. It'd be 8 in Saudi. So it's 9 a.m. on the 28th is our first class. And it would run, as I said, 12 weeks in a row. However, the pre-training begins this Monday, the 21st. So you'd have to be in that pre-training class. And if you register, if you want to be in it, then you would actually, and I'll show you how to do that. You'd get a Zoom link, you'd be in that class, and that's where we open up the whole back-end members area for you. You'll see the whole curriculum, you'll see everything you need to do, you'll have your first homework assignment, and we give you a week to complete that before we start the course itself. Okay? This is what Summer was talking about, is posting a question and getting suggestions of how to do whatever you're thinking. Khalid mentioned it as well. He was going on to a TV show to do an interview. Hyperventilated, what do? Reach out to the WhatsApp group. They'll not only calm you down, they'll show you what they've done. It's just an amazing asset to have in your life rather than just being alone. Running any business alone is hard. Running a coaching business alone is even harder. Like I said before, without a doubt, our primary asset are the coaches themselves. To me, and like I said, we work as a family. They'll even do marketing for you. Reem will show you how to do that. When you do a workshop, you can have other coaches posting your workshop. You can't do that around the world because you're competition to other coaches. You're not competition to Mars Venus coaches. We support each other. We don't compete with each other. And this is also another really big one, is the skills and opportunities for the future. I have actually had coaches that go into corporate, do a workshop, and that corporation hired them. They didn't walk in there to do that. They got, for example, learning and development director in an Australian bank came from, she was a Mars Venus coach. Talk about dream job. That was her dream job. So it will open doors for you when you use the words gender intelligent Mars Venus coach. And here's another really big one. A lot of you have families. A lot of you have kids. And so having the flexibility to do a coaching session on a Saturday morning or a Tuesday afternoon really is amazing. You don't get to do that in corporate. You don't get to do that when you're an employee. You go to work 9 to 5 or whatever hours they are. You don't have that flexibility. And so that is one thing we talk about in training, is how to set up your calendar so that, as Amira said, you get me time. That's something that women forget about. And you get we time, so you can spend time with your family. And then you have work time, and you have health time, and you have personal time. Then you plug in your actual work time, your client time. Because remember, you work to live. You don't live to work. You work to have a lifestyle. And that's what you're teaching your clients, and that's what we're going to teach you. So again, if I go through all this, why would you want to become a Mars Venus coach? Because of the brand opens doors. The toolbox that we teach you, A to Z, the whole business, leveraging income opportunities. We have many revenue streams. There's a big demand of this kind of work, especially right now. Everybody needs someone to talk to right now. That's why I've had some new coaches say, Rich, has Mars Venus done well with COVID and everything going on? It's actually exploded with everything going on, because not only does everybody want to manage their stress and have better relationships during this strange period in our life, but this is the time to help people. They need it more than ever. So let me answer a few questions. If anybody wants to jump in, or I can take them right off the chat.
I have a question. This is Zorab.
Zorab, yes, sir.
You know, I originally got interested in this because I guess for self and family, friends, and all that kind of stuff. But it seems to be an opportunity to really expand with the global market. What is an average charge for a customer? What is an expected income? I mean, I know it's based on what you do, but
great question.
And also, yeah, okay, go ahead. That one. I have one more.
Well, first of all, it really depends on your territory. So I can tell you in Cairo, and those are very different than the United States. But in the US, remember I mentioned earlier, we have 3 program options. One thing we do not do at Mars Venus is we do not sell coaching by the session. You can buy 5 sessions, you can buy 12, you can buy a package like that. Because when they buy a package like that, at the end of those 8 or 10 or 12 sessions, they think they're done. What we do at Mars Venus is we have 3 program options. They can work with you twice a month, fortnightly, or weekly, 4 times a month, or twice a week, 8 times a month. Now, the typical is $400, $500, $650. $400 a month for 2 sessions. So they're actually paying $200 per session, or $500 a month for 4 sessions for the middle package. That drops their session cost down to $125, or 8 times a month for $695 or $650. So when you offer those 3 things, most people pick the middle. So an average client 4 times a month would be about $500 a month. Now it's up to you. Do you want 10 clients? Do you want 30 clients? That's 100% up to you. Some coaches, they say, I just want 3. Reem, I just want 3. And then when they get 3, they go, oh, wait. No, I meant 6.
Yes,
Then they get
first time
6.
just 1 and then maybe 3. Now maybe 20.
It was a little bit fearful, just 3, just in case. So it's completely up to you at what level you want to grow it. But on average, a client will pay you about $500 a month. Now that's a little different in Cairo than it is in Dubai, than it is in Canada. You know, it just depends on your territory and you know, the conversion rates of dollars. So we want to be sensitive to that.
Sure,
Did that
absolutely.
answer your question?
Yes, thank you. You get many emergency calls in like in the middle of the night, or you know, need to talk to you now, I'll pay whatever you need, or I don't know, desperation.
No, we're not a hotline. We're not a hotline.
Okay,
We're a coaching company. So they don't call it hotline. I got an emergency, but I will preface that with, we do get people that'll text you, not in the middle of the night, but they might text you, I had a fight or this happened or what, you know, can you help me? And we in class will teach you how to handle that. Because you don't want to make yourself, you know, 24/7 available.
Yeah, no life.
Doesn't work like that. And we're going to teach you how to kind of shut it down, because when somebody's asking for quick advice, you're not going to give it to them. You're going to learn how to answer that with a thought-provoking question so that they learn to think.
Gotcha. Very nice.
Excellent questions, Zara.
Thank you. One more question. Sorry to hog it up, but when is the installment due? Is it one shot, $2,800? Is
Yes.
it for the, since Monday is a pre-training, you want it before Monday, or how do we, and how
Well,
do we
for
get
us
it
to
to you?
open up in the pre-training, yes, you'd have to pay, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. In fact, I just wanted to answer a few more questions.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
before I
Yeah,
go to payment and
I'll
all
stop
that.
talking.
Yeah. All right. So I think we have a few more. Hold on. What did you mean, Dia? Complicated, not just hard. What does that mean? Dia? Somebody asked, yes, I will send you the email, the recording. Reem, Claudia, Menti, great tool. Okay, that's good. How about Stephanie? Did you have a question for me? Okay, good. Then let me share another screen with you on our website. And I'm going to go to the home page. And I will show you. Okay, let me know when you can see the home. This is the Mars Venus website. If I scroll down to the very bottom, this is where the coaches log into the members area. That's what I'll be giving you in the pre-training, is to get into the back end office. Then we have down here online certification. If you click this certification, this is where you will register and pay for the course for February 28th. Now, if you see, our certification has always been 5,600. I want you guys to write this code word down. COVID 50. COVID 50. No spaces, just COVID 50. If I click this add to cart, okay, and then I go to view cart, right here is a coupon code. If you type in COVID50, COVID50, that's the COVID 50% that John gave, and you apply the coupon, it'll drop it down to 2,800 for you. And then you proceed to checkout. And it'll ask your name, your address, you know, all of that info, your email, everything. That is to register for the course. When you register for the course, you will immediately get a Zoom link for the pre-training on Monday. When you register, and by the way, you can use credit card, you can do bank transfer, you can do PayPal, whatever's convenient for you. And Zorab, as you said, if you can't pay the whole thing, if you put it on a credit card, then you can make monthly payments for as long as you want. You can pay 50 and 50 or 3 payments or 5 payments, whatever you want.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, so you put in the credit card, then you put in your info. Now you're registered. You'll get a Zoom link, and I will see everybody on Monday at 9 a.m. Whoever registered for the course, which by the way, we already have 5 summer for that class already registered. So I'd like to see if we can get, 8, 10, 12, and really have a family in this class.
That will be amazing.
Yeah. So any question about this, how to register and get ready for that course? Because as soon as you register, you're not only going to get a Zoom link, you're going to get 2 manuals. One manual is Introduction to Coaching. The second manual is Coaching Yourself to Success. Because guess what? You are your first client. So we want you to coach yourself, and there's a manual on how to do that. And we want you to get started. So if you do it today or tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday, you'll get those 2 manuals that'll prepare you for the pre-training class. And I recommend everybody, please bring a notebook to class, because you're going to be taking notes. Now, one last thing I'll share with you guys, if there are no other questions, is, do you have what it takes? Is this right for you? I don't know. One thing John Gray always says to the coaches, if you want to be a coach, then you definitely should be a Mars Venus coach. If you want to be a Mars Venus coach, you already know it. If you are wrestling with this decision, don't do it. Please don't do it. It's not right for you. If you're going, should I do it? Should I not do it? I don't know. Is it worth it? If you're thinking that way, don't do it. Because if you want to be a Mars Venus coach, you already know it. And lastly, either write down this or click that link or take this QR code. If you have a few more questions, if you want to talk to me, this goes to my calendar. And I'm available tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, because I want to make sure you get all your answers, your questions answered, so that if you want to talk to me, that's fine. We'll have a discussion about it, and then you can register for the course. So either take a picture of this or capture that link, because I would love to have you in the class. We have so much fun. That's another thing. I know I don't look like a fun guy, but with Summer, we always have fun. We try to have fun in the classes because you learn more when you're having fun. And at Mars Venus, we're all having fun. And we just want you to jump in with us. Let me see if there's anything more on chat.
I have a quick question, if I may.
Sure, Marta, please.
It's I have to figure out the timing because I still study. So throughout the semesters, it's kind of busy. So how often do you offer the coaching courses?
Now that we're doing bigger classes, it's usually either about every 6 weeks to every 8 weeks. So our next one after February will be somewhere around the middle of April.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
Right. But do remember, Marta, 2 things. One, it's only 1 hour class and about 2 to 3 hours of doing homework. And very important, everybody listen to this, that $2,800 fee will not last forever. I just want you to know that. John Gray, because COVID is starting to change, And if things come out, that's going to go back up to the 5,600. Now,
Got it.
one other thing, because I know George is with you and you guys can, everybody can learn from this. Whatever the fee is, partners come at half price. So if you paid 28, or let me reverse it. If George paid 28, you'd pay 14.
Nice.
But if a month from now it goes to 56, then George is going to pay 28. You see what I mean? It's 50% to bring a partner into the training.
Awesome.
Okay. And it doesn't have to be a partner in relationship. It can be any partner. If you on this call bring somebody with you, then they can pay the 28, you pay the 14. So partners always come at half price because they're in the same class.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Martha. So if you want to talk to me, then please set up a call. If you don't want to talk to me, then I wish you love and luck in everything you do.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Any other questions?
Thank you so much.
You're
It was
welcome.
great.
Stephanie, any questions? I know that Isra, you've been very quiet there. If you have any questions I can help you with.
Rich, what's the deadline for the payment?
Monday.
Right, just like an hour before, or?
Well, I'd want to get you the manuals, so I would say maybe Sunday night, so I could send you the manuals.
Okay, got you. Perfect.
Before 9 a.m. though, because we want you in the class, we got to send you the manuals and the Zoom link. So I would say at
Okay.
least by Monday. But I'd love to
Wonderful.
have the weekend to read.
Yeah.
Sarah,
yes,
if you have
yes.
any questions, Lina Lee, what a great name, Lina Lee. I love that name. If you have any questions, George, do you always let Martha do the talking for you?
Yeah, pretty much. You know how
That's-
it goes.
That's gender intelligence, George. Smart guy you are.
Thank you.
Then if there are no other questions, again, I wish you all love and luck in everything you do in life. Thank you, the coaches that joined us from Mars Venus. I appreciate your support, and I hope to see you all in class on Monday.
Thank you.
Bye,
See you soon.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And I
Bye-bye.
will send you the recording. Bye, everyone.
Wonderful.
Thank
Bye.
you, Summer. Thank you, Amira. Thanks, Reem. I appreciate everything. Khaled, I appreciate your support. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.